What's going on, everybody? It's HappyNick100 and I am back with another LEGO review. So today I have my third LEGO Star Wars The Last Jedi set review for you guys, and that implies, you guys know me, I mostly do like superhero stuff. I don't review a lot of other themes. I have been doing Star Wars recently, and a couple years ago I did one review for The Force Awakens, and absolutely loved that movie. But then when I saw pictures for some of the sets for The Last Jedi, I was like, okay, I might have to get some of these. You guys can actually go check out my other two reviews on my channel right now. I reviewed the Resistance Transport Pod and the Giant BB-8. But today, I have probably the most requested set of all the Last Jedi sets. And it's the smallest, actually, in my opinion. But today, I have the Ahch-To Island Training. Now, don't get mad at me for pronunciation, because I don't know if it's Ahch-To or Ahch-To or like Ahch-To or something. I don't know. Nobody knows how it's pronounced because nobody has said it out loud, like in the movies. So people don't know how to pronounce it. But I've gone with Ahch-To. Personally, I think it's okay. That's like for the name. But for the set itself, I absolutely love this set. So like I said, the set is called the Ahch-To Island Training, and has a set number of 75200, so 200. It has 241 pieces, and this set retails for $29.99. Now, that's just when I bought it today. I got this set at Toys R Us. It's available now. You can go and get it now without having to worry about a street date. But the thing is, I think that price point will change. I think this set is actually going to be worth $24.99 or something like that. And now that I'm thinking about it, it probably won't. I think that this set is going to stay around $30 because of the pieces, because there weren't as many pieces as the Resistance Transport Pod. I think there was actually a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, this set is going to retail from $25 to $30 in the very near future, and as of right now, it retails for $30, or unless you find it at another store besides Toys R Us. So, this set, like I said, has 241 pieces. It has 2 minifigures and a Porg. Like, come on. Like, there's a Porg in the set. You guys don't even, like, you don't even have to care about getting Luke or Rey. Like, we have a freaking Porg. I'm just kidding. The Porgs, I don't really care that much about. I'm sure they're not going to be like the next Ewoks from what I heard, but they're just going to be like new creatures that are in the movie. So, that's okay, whatever. But this set has the most requested Last Jedi figure, and that is Luke Skywalker. And we have finally gotten a Luke Skywalker from the new films. Everyone was wondering where Luke was in the second wave of the sets. A lot of people were hoping for something like this back with the second or third wave, I think, of the Force Awakens sets. Personally, I think this is entirely appropriate. I may have kind of wished to see him in like his darker outfit, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because I don't think he's going to be wearing this outfit for most of the movie. So, I think I've been blabbling on for long enough, so let's get right into this review. Starting off with the Last Jedi himself, we have Luke Skywalker. Now, like I just said, this figure has been highly requested for a couple of years now, and I'm so glad that we finally have something like this. Aside from Obi-Wan, Luke is my favorite Star Wars character, and I really can't wait to see him again. In case I didn't mention it, today is actually Thursday, December 14th, so I'm seeing this movie tonight. So, like, I'm so freaking excited because we're going to be seeing Luke again. Now, this figure is really cool. I think it's very well done, especially with the details and stuff, like on the belt and stuff. The staff is a little bit inaccurate, because, like, Luke's staff, I think, is, like, more brown. But I think that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's just a LEGO set. He's got a lot of nice details, with, like, the robes, and especially on the belt. Now, something that we didn't see in The Force Awakens is that belt loop under there. So, I think that Luke still has his lightsaber. Now, I've had this theory going on for a few months that Luke's staff conceals his lightsaber, so I think that'd be really cool just to see on film, because we've seen stuff like that in animation before, like with Darth Maul on Rebels. I know that he hid like his new dual-bladed lightsaber in a staff. I'm pretty sure, I forgot the Jedi's name. It was like the old Jedi Master in the Clone Wars. It was like the episode where Ahsoka got her lightsaber stolen. But, you know, something like that. I just think it'd be really cool to see something like that in live action. But, moving along, Luke has an entirely new hairpiece and a headpiece. So, I think that LEGO really did Mark Hamill justice. You know, Mark Hamill's middle age, so he's getting up there in age. But I think that the figure looks just like him. The hairpiece is really cool. It's a little bit more slicked back than I think that we're going to see in The Last Jedi, but I think the hairpiece is great. For any of the customizers that are watching, if you guys are going to do Stranger Things customs, I think that this hairpiece might be a good starting point for, I forgot the dude's name. Max's older brother, if you know who I'm talking about, from Stranger Things Season 2. So, if you guys were thinking about making a custom of him, if you guys make Stranger Things figures, I think this would be a good starting point for a hairpiece for him. If you guys liked his character, but I didn't. Moving along to the back, it continues the same robe pattern from the front. It's kind of hard to see with Luke's hairpiece because it's so long. Continues down onto the back like that. Then we put that down, and Luke actually does have a second face, and he has like a slightly angry expression, so if you want to see it with the hairpiece, it looks just like that. I think that the hair color is perfectly fine, because Mark Hamill's hair hasn't grayed yet. It's like, it's gray, but it's still like retaining his blondness, I think? Yeah, dirty blonde. But I think that this figure is just really great overall. And yeah, I think that's about it with Luke. So let's move on to the next figure. The next figure that we get in this set is probably like everybody's new favorite Star Wars character because of The Force Awakens. We have Rey. Now, I'm not with that group of people, but I personally, I do like Rey as a character, and I can't wait to see her grow in this movie. But we have Rey. Now, this is actually a new variant. This is, I think, the third Rey figure that we have, because we have Rey from The Force Awakens, and she's like in her Jakku outfit, like the outfit that she wears for most of the movie. And then we have her outfit in The Last Jedi, which is like her Jedi robes, which is pretty much just like her exact same Jakku outfit, but just with a different color set. And then we have Rey's Resistance outfit here. Now, I think it's really cool. I actually went ahead and I have that other Rey figure from like the Walker set with Poe. I don't have Poe, but I have Rey and I have Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi. So I think it's really cool that I have all three Rey variants now, so far. But I think that this figure looks really cool. It's pretty spot on to the way that she looks at the end of The Force Awakens, and probably for a good portion of The Last Jedi, I'm just assuming. But we have her staff carried over, built the exact same way. It's pretty cool. It's just a 1x3 rod and two black lightsaber hilts, so you can take that off. We have the Skywalker lightsaber here, which has now been dubbed as Rey's lightsaber, and we're probably going to see her use this a lot in the movie. We know that Luke holds it again after Empire Strikes Back, so I think that's pretty cool, but we don't really care about that. What we care about is the figure. So I think that the torso and the legs, it didn't really require a lot of detail, but with what LEGO did, I think that that's pretty fine. We got the same Rey hairpiece from The Force Awakens, and we know that she'll, sport a new hairstyle that I have in LEGO. Some people have complaints about the hairpiece, but to be honest, I don't really care that much. Her face is exactly the same from The Force Awakens. I think it looks like Daisy Ridley. She has the smiling face right here, and then she has like the frowning angry face right there. So if you guys don't have a Rey yet, this is a very good set to get Rey in. Or if you want her speeder, you can go and get the speeder set. Or if you just want to get the figure, you can go on eBay or Bricklink and find the figure for a good price. But that is it for Rey. So let's move on to the final figure. So I realized that I shouldn't have said final figure, but like the final character that we get, one version of the many characters that we'll get in The Last Jedi, is the Porg. Now, from what we know about the Porg so far, we know that they, I think, are native to Ahch-To, to this planet that Luke is on. They live on the islands. We know that they're going to somehow end up in the Falcon, and Chewie is going to have to deal with a few of them in the cockpit. We just know that from the trailer. So, but the Porg, I think, is pretty cool. I kind of figured that LEGO would go this route if they were to ever make one. Just go like the brick built route with a printed head, because this is how they've done penguins and other birds and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty cool. If you guys really like the Porgs, you can probably just get like a bunch of these pieces, like the headpiece, on Bricklink. Just get like a bunch of them, because the other pieces aren't really that special or that unique, so you can find a bunch of those on Bricklink for a good price. But I think that they were pretty well designed. There's actually a couple places around the set where you can put this Porg. So I think that is it for the figures and the Porg in this set. So let's actually get into the set itself. Alright, so the set itself is, I'm assuming, is just going to be a smaller version of what Luke's house is going to look like on this planet. In the actual movie, I mean, because usually LEGO doesn't build that many things to scale unless it's like a UCS set. But the hut is actually pretty cool. There's a lot of details on it. There's actually only 4 stickers on the entire set, and there's one here on this slope, one here on this 2x4, and then one here on one of these like arch slope pieces, because it goes from like here all the way over, and then one here on the other side. So there's only 4. But the set itself is actually really cool. There's a nice little like cloth piece here that's supposed to, you know, just be like pushed to the side or pushed the other way. But like I said, you know, there's a spot right there that's like conveniently meant for like a Porg, because that's where they tell me to put it in the instructions. But you can set them like anywhere. There's a bit of playability in this set. It's mostly just a tiny playset. But what you can actually do here on the back is you can actually take off the entire roof like that. It's only really connected on a couple of different pieces right here. Everything else is just, you know, smooth tile. So right there is Luke's hut. There's a lot of little... Sorry, I'm just editing. I'm not going to fix that. You guys know me, I barely edit. So, pretty much, this is the interior. Now, there's a couple different things that you guys can actually do. This, I think, is supposed to be a bed, but you can lie down a figure on it, or you can move it up, and you can set a figure right here if you wanted to. Right here at this table, you guys can see there's a candle, then there's a pan, and then there's a little glass cup. You can actually take this black piece right here, and you can lift this up, or push it up. And then on the inside there's like a little berries piece, and then over here on the side we just have like a little pot with nothing in it. Then there's a stick, and then we just have like a fish. So Luke he's probably spent years on this planet all by himself with nothing but porgs to keep him company and nothing but fish to eat. So you guys are probably wondering what this black piece right here is for. What it's really meant to be is if you push this piece back like that, that little yellow Technic piece lifts up just like that, and it pushes this entire rock formation out of the way. You know, you could pretend that it's Luke doing it, like he's angry, like he's like, oh man, my fish is overcooked, and like pushes something out of the way. I don't know, that was really stupid. But pretty much that is it for the interior of the house. And like I said before, you know, the roof is only connected by these 2 studs here, so you can just connect the roof right back up that way. And now moving to this part of the set. This is, I actually think, like the real training part of the set. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have Rey right here on this little platform that rotates all the way around. And what you're supposed to do is, like, you're supposed to like flicker that way to push the rock over. Now this rock is not connected by any slope or anything. It's not connected by studs or anything, so it could push out pretty easily. Now, if you actually open up the rock, there is a blue crystal in here. Now, I'm pretty sure that if this scenario depicts anything from the movie, I have a feeling that this is probably going to be a kyber crystal. But I'm not sure. I don't know why there would be a kyber crystal in Ahch-To, more or less in a rock, unless Luke put it there for no reason and just like forgot about it. But I've always actually thought that this part of the set right here was supposed to be something along the lines of like the scene from the trailer, like where Rey's like sitting on the rock, and then you have Luke right here like trying to like tell her, like, you know, close your eyes, and it's like, tell me, what do you see? So I just thought that was pretty cool. And if you guys actually want to, this piece and this piece right here, this whole front area with the fireplace right here, you can actually disconnect them because they're only connected by these little connector pieces here. And the instructions actually let you move this to the complete opposite side because there's another place to put this little platform area. So you can do it that way if you want to, but for the instruction's sake, I just put it over here. So yep, so that is pretty much it for the entire set. It's a nice little play set. I think Star Wars fans will love it. If you guys don't really collect LEGO Star Wars, I think this would still be a good set to pick up, because I wanted to get this because I am just really excited for Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I'm pretty sure that millions of other people are too, especially after The Force Awakens. From what I've heard, The Last Jedi is supposed to be the best Star Wars movie since Empire Strikes Back. So I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. It's just because, you know, I got more sets to build. Because, in case you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I actually went ahead and bought the 3 brand new DC Comics superhero sets. And I have one more set that I want to get after that. I want to get the Justice League Anniversary Party set. But I did not find it at Toys R Us today, and I'm a little bit crunched for time today. So I'm going to wait a little bit to do that review. But these other 3 reviews should be out very, very soon. So stay tuned for those. And if you guys don't want to miss it, you guys can subscribe to my channel. You guys can follow me on all my social media platforms. Links are down in the description below. And let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for Star Wars The Last Jedi. And, you know, like I said, just, you know, subscribe to my channel if you want. Leave a like, because it certainly does help the channel a great bit. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. May the Force be with you.